Hi Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising. Welcome to your July prediction. We'll take a look at the tarot reading for your month, and if you're interested you can watch the astrology version as well. It's for everyone, how the stars are aligning, how the planets are aligning, and how that will impact us and how we can make the most productive use out of them. So there's quite a bit there in that video, so if you want you can check it out. I will link it in the description box in the comment below. Let's get to your reading. July for Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising. I'm using different decks for every zodiac or different combinations of decks for every zodiac as I feel called. So there is that one other layer of personalization to your zodiac reading. And so make sure to check out the Sun, Moon and Rising as well. There might be more information in some of these other cards for you as well. Okay, some more please. Can we have some more cards for Virgo? So first we have the Five of Pentacles. We have the Page of Cups, the Ghost, the Knight of Wands. Okay, let me get some botanical inspirations. Virgo, Sun, Moon and Rising. We have Playfulness with the Hyacinth. And we have Gladiola, which is Strength of Character and Moral Integrity. And Rune card, then we'll get started. Yes, we have Berkana, which is Birth, Rebirth, Health and Earth. And Earth is your element. Okay, that's quite a few cards, but we'll take them. We have Ingo's Energy, Work, Sex, Land, Balance and Grounded, Protection and Assistance, and a Need, Poverty, Hardship, Frustration and Responsibility. Okay, so it looks like with the Five of Pentacles and this card here that you're working through some type of difficulty, or you are gathering more resources to get you out of difficult circumstances. This can also talk about feeling of isolation or loneliness or being by yourself in some area of your life. So it can talk about that you have to deal with something that only you can deal with. Let's say, you're going to the bank and you have to keep going for a couple more times because they need your signature and so on. So there are some responsibilities there that you're taking care of, and that takes a bit of your playful time. But overall, I don't think, this is going to take up too much. It's just something that is going on the side. So yeah, there will be This can be, of course, something related with career situations as well, or your finances, or just that feeling of internal working, or the internal blockages that are there. You're working through that, or that is coming to the surface in order for you to work through that. Because with the Ghost here, something that you have not seen, some unresolved issues kind of coming up to the surface, and that is being resolved here, because right after that there's protection and assistance first of all, and there's a lot of energy work that is going on. The groundedness and the earth is very comforting along with the protection, because you are being supported throughout this whole journey. You can see more dreams or signs and synchronicities that give you this insight into your subconscious mind. What is still impacting you from the past? What is still a concern in your mind? So that can come up, and you feel more responsible. You want to take that personal ownership, and you want to deal with the difficult situations, because moving forward you want to be fully free. The Page of Cups and the Knight of Wands are very unleashed. They are light, they are airy, they are open, and they want to rush ahead into new experiences, be spontaneous and fun, and not be burdened by anything, not feel blocked internally nor externally. Okay, So resolving things, putting situations to bed, and being done with old chapters or old mentalities. It feels like you're getting over it. That type of vibe is coming through, and you're being more dreamy, and you're enjoying the sun, you're enjoying the speed and the passion that surrounds you, because there is the rebirth and the birth of good health, good vitality in the body, mind, and spirit. And with the playfulness, of course, that light and airy is further emphasized. Plus, you have grown stronger, you have learned a lot, and you're also, it's a combination, it's the best kind of balance of growing up and still remaining a child. I'm getting that vibe here. Let's get you some more cards. You're putting the seeds and you're planting intentions, you're taking actions and steps towards what you want to be building, and not catering to the past, not brooding on the past either. Then we have, I honor how I want to feel. Yeah, you're respecting yourself more, you're appreciating everything that you're grateful for even more. You're much more grateful from a deeper place. Then we have the presence of love will always cast out fear. Yeah, so there is the fear to me is resonating with the ghost there. Ghosts of the past and ghosts within, which are just unseen and unresolved. That's why it is something haunting, right? But when we look at it and we talk about it, it's like an entity of us, a part of us, of our society, that just remained fractured. It's not something that, I know movies would say otherwise, but it's not as an essence something to be terrified of. It can be, of course, there are disturbing stories, but it does not come initially with that intention. Not within us, not outside of us, not in any circumstance. It's just a fragmented thing. And when we say ghosts of the past, it is still the very real past circumstances, but that have formed a deep connection in our mind, and it feels as though it has an entity of its own. So the way we resolve it is by talking to it or trying to understand what has been lost of us, what has been unseen so far. And by acknowledging that, we deal with the shadows. When we deal with that, we can find solutions and the key to our future success through it, the key to our freedom as well. So moving out of poverty mindsets, moving into more, you know what, I can do it. The past will not repeat, because I figured out what the problem was back then, and I have solved it now, and it will not repeat again. Right, so let's move forward with renewed rejuvenation and energy and stamina, and just go get what we need to get. All right, so there is that light and that love surrounded with protective guides and loved ones. Okay, let's get some more cards for Virgo. How is their month of July? We have 9 of Pentacles. Yeah, it's really stepping up, you're taking care of yourself. Also that grounded and good health and earth as well. So financially, I don't think this is a problem. You're not feeling unstable in any way. I believe this would be more either in the surroundings, or it's something not too interruptive in your life, or it is something internal. But regardless of how it is coming into your life or how it's playing a role, 9 of Pentacles talks about perfect health within and without. Virgo. We have Ace of Swords, so there is clarity, there is that light and love that we were talking about, that brings to your attention the subconscious truths of your mind, how you are actually processing the outside world can become clear then, and you might have certain realizations throughout the month as well that just clears the path for you. It shows you which way to go next. And with the Knight of Spring, they're also having a sword. It talks about, in this reading, I would say that it's charging forward with your clarity. That clarity brings your passions back. We have Elder of Pentacles, or the King of Pentacles, and that is, again, good fortune and good resources, good sense of stability and security, great for career and financial sections. And we also have Elder of Swords, or the King of Swords, and that is talking about very good critical thinking. And we have two kings here, so further emphasizing the responsible part of you, and bringing in a lot of maturity that just up levels your life to a whole other stage. Ace of Swords also feels like crossing one dimension, just being done with one understanding of reality, one phase of life, and moving into the next chapter. So it's page 1 basically. And in page 1, you're already starting from a strong position because you've understood so much from this past period. Okay, what else? There might be some prominent leader figures or authority figures that are playing an extra influential role. It can be our fathers or the father figure in the family, or grandparents as well in some cases, but it's about someone elderly, someone more knowledgeable and more wise and experienced in life, who has important pieces of advice to give you, and that brings you that sense of clarity and independence as well. Okay. It can also be, if you're there already, then this is about stepping up into a boss, managerial, or a leadership role of some kind. So in that, you have to leave behind the fears and leave behind the idea that you need to settle for lesser, and you need to embrace who you are and find freedom through these external things that are coming to you, and also the person that you are becoming. Okay, let's do this. Actually, I want to get the astro cards. We have the first house, your personal development. There is the clarity in attitude and who you are, who you're becoming, how you've come the way you have. Your demeanor, you might be changing the way that you dress, or your hair, or just the way you want to present yourself to the world, because Nine of Pentacles is also being decked and feeling really good in terms of your external presence as well. We have Descendant, which is shadow, denial, projections, and opposites attract. Descendant is placed right opposite the first, opposite the Ascendant basically, and that is the 7th house. So some other people, or someone that you have a regular interaction with, or who has a profound impact on you, that they will be playing an important role here. It could be the more masculine, dominant people in your life. Okay. But it also talks about other people acting as mirrors and kind of showing you the unresolved issues through them, and in that way you can as well figure out what the problems are in the shadow, and there is of course resolution. It feels like a natural progression of the month for you. And we have 12th house, which talks about the ghosts and the spiritual realm. It talks about spiritual gifts and talents and protection as well. Trusting your intuition is very vital. The 12th house also talks about unconscious and past lives, and the very, very deep mind. This is where we are done with life and we are now ready to move on to the next. Doesn't mean you're doing that, but that realm is just very mystical in itself. It's hard to explain. It's a place of no boundaries, so you might find yourself very fluid this month in how you can float in and out of your inner world and your outer world, because there's a lot going on in the outer sense. There's so much going on in the mind as well, and it's like forward movement. So that means that you're working with both of these factors. You're looking at what makes you happy, and at the same time you're keeping the practicality in mind as well. You're using your resolution, you're using your goals, and at the same time you're working through anything that comes up in the mind, because health is just, Virgo rules health here. So this is absolutely in your element at this time. Okay. Let's get your astro dice. Virgo. We have North Node, Aries, and the 7th house. We talked about the 7th house. Aries is generally placed in the first. You might have some important placements in there. And we have North Node, which talks about the life purpose and the soul's mission, and also where we need to be oriented in order to learn new things and feel very fulfilled in life. So there is more movement towards the freedom, unleashing, breaking out of other clutches. Aries can represent the leader figures or the authority figures or the authority status that we were talking about before. Yeah, so it can be like it's time to step up to your initiator or the leadership role in your life among your people in some way. Or take charge to help others. That says something with you, others, and your skills. Okay? That's really loud. So we have Y, R, I, V, H, and N. We've got a lot of letters. Okay, we have this bull, so Taurus is as well coming out. We have 2 dolphins, which represents the playfulness. We have the dragonfly representing regeneration. We have the 2 of Wands exploring something new. And we have the 7 of Swords. So 7 of Swords is talking about some people being deceitful or something that you're keeping under the radar. But it can also talk about you being able to deal with the outside circumstances without giving away the status of your mind, because whatever is going on in your mind is not something that everyone can know or everyone even needs to know. It's just something you personally are working through, and you're keeping that to yourself. So 7 of Swords can represent just that aspect. 2 of Wands is talking about moving forward with new excitement, exploring new avenues, being spontaneous, and you have something mundane, you have something regular with you, but at the same time your heart is craving something else. So you're looking at the possibilities of what could be or how is it possible, or if it even is possible. You're entertaining different options, you're keeping your mind and options open. With the Taurus here, that's very good because we have the Pentacles going on in terms of finances, self-esteem, and self-worth. This is really good. And also feeling that sense of stability and security. Okay. Just to finish off, I will get you this deck because it tried to fall out a couple of times, if you noticed. Okay. Any last message for Virgo? Oh, that's nice, for the last message to have 10 of Cups. Overall, very happy and joyful. You're feeling very healthy. And part of feeling healthy is, of course, to deal with difficult situations of the past so that we can put them to bed, put them aside, and feel that overwhelming love. It also says you are surrounded by loved ones and that everything is turning for the better. You will be quite fulfilled this month. Okay, so that's what I have for you, Virgo. Thank you so much for being here. Make sure to check out the astrology video and also your sun, moon, and rising signs. I hope to see you there. Until next time, take care. Bye.